Full of trivia today, thanks to Wead. He is a presidential historian and author, and joining us now live from Washington. All right, Doug, let's get right down to it. How many people actually signed on July 4th?
2.
Really?
Oh yeah, what can I say? The fax machines didn't work very well in 1776.
Yeah. And on what date did most of them sign the document?
On August 2nd. The majority signed it on August 2nd.
All right. Who was the oldest signatory?
You gave it away, Julie. It was Benjamin Franklin.
I did. The electricity thing?
Yeah.
Do it.
And who was the youngest?
Well, the youngest was Edward Rutledge, who was a future governor of South Carolina. And get this, he was 26 years old when he signed the Declaration of Independence, which says all men are created equal, and he owned 50 slaves.
All right, and here's another one. Which state had the most delegates sign?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
They had 9 delegates.
Do you know all of these by heart? I mean, you really do. You know your stuff. All right, here's another one. We're on a two-shot, by the way, Greg. Who was the last signatory of the Declaration of Independence?
You guys going to tell me when we're on a two-shot? Spaghetti, come on, man.
Sometimes Greg and I like to cue each other when we're not on camera, and we just got caught, so I had to call him out on it. All right, who was the last signatory of the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas McCain, and he was the second governor of Pennsylvania, and at one time Thomas McCain was the president of the Continental Congress, and he signed it in 1977 in January. That shows you how this was strung out.
All right, this I did not know. I naturally assumed that only America celebrated the 4th of July.
Right.
Not true, right?
That's right. They celebrated in Denmark, in the Ribald section of Denmark. It's called Ribald Fest. And they celebrate America-Danish relations. They celebrate it in Norway, in Sweden, in the United Kingdom of all places. And there's a restaurant in Paris that has been celebrating unbroken tradition since 1777, when John Adams and Benjamin Franklin hosted a dinner for Americans to celebrate the first anniversary of July 4th. And you can eat in the restaurant. Their pictures are up on the wall.
All right. In what year did July 4th become a paid legal federal holiday?
1938.
Oh, you're good. I'm going to stump you on this.
Ooh.
Independence Day was first celebrated in Philadelphia on what day? And it wasn't the 4th of July. Do you know?
July 2nd.
July
was when
8th.
They passed.
It passed.
Oh, July.
But July 8th,
not.
1776 was the first day that it was. I knew I could stump you if I studied up.
I would never do such a thing, for the record. This one, though, Nathan's 4th of July hot dog eating contest. I had no idea that there was historical significance. Did you know? I mean, come on, I know you know it all.
I love hot dogs, but I had no idea.
I had no idea. Now, tell us about this. This tradition seems to be so disgusting every time I watch it. I mean, you can't stop watching, but it's kind of gross. And there's history behind this. Why don't you explain?
Well, it started when 4 immigrants got into an argument over who was the most patriotic, and they settled it by who would eat the most hot dogs. And that may explain a little bit about our obesity. We in America settle arguments by who can eat the most.
And so I guess that's why barbecues on the 4th of July, hot dogs are so popular. I mean, maybe that's also the reason for the barbecues on the 4th.
It may be. I'm going to load up with antioxidants, a little Xango juice, and just a little bit of baked potato. I'm going to be careful.
All right.
Oh, that sounds good. Doug Wead, good to see you. Thanks very much. Happy 4th.
Thank you. Happy 4th.
All right. Well, meet...